Hello, everybody. I'm Ivan from Polywall. Actually, Polywall is a company from UAE, from Dubai, and I myself from Russia. So, привет всем. And just game changing is an interesting story. We are working for a control room market. It's a niche market which requires a lot of competence. There is a lot of interesting stories about the user experience. So actually, user experience is what drives this market, because the rest is the same. Signal management, everything is the same for everybody. So these big boxes, customers not interested in how you can actually build this project, but what they're interested in, so how they will manage and what kind of experience they will get on this market. And to actually change the game, so game changer means we are really changing something. It's really tough because the market exists for many years. We as a software exist 15 years. 10 years we already sell the product in the Brazil market. And the interesting story is that today let's talk about how to change game and how to actually protect your business efforts. How to protect the ideas which you bring to customer to make sure that they buy from you. That will be the idea of the presentation. So some words about Polywall. We are quite old company. 15 years for software is a very old guys. So I should be already white. Yeah. So 10 years on Brazilian market, more than 1,000 successful projects as of now. And the team is already the same. So we keep the competence inside. We try to build more for our customers. And just short, maybe somebody did not face the control project with Polywall. What we are doing, Polywall do the following stuff. It's a complete environment for a control rooms. It starts from generation of the sources. Workstations, yeah. Browser, yeah. SCADA system, for sure. IP stream from camera, yeah. Maybe some, web camera, okay. Anything what comes in mind of customer, we say, okay, we can generate the source. Then all types of video walls, LED, sure, LCD, projectors, we can do this. So all this versatility comes from the software nature. We have the Windows box behind, which generates the image for everything. And then we have a methods of control interface. The users use interface to go forward. Using this, you can build all types of the control room environments. It's a spatial spaces where you have a big video wall, several information screens, operators, a very difficult and high-profile market. And we are from this market. We know everything about it. Together with Danilo, we have built a lot of very interesting projects. It could be monitoring centers, security centers, conference halls, dispatcher halls, all these kind of very expensive products. Expensive means profitable, So if you look into the Polywall, it's an all-round software. Recently, we have added one item which is in a peach color, which is automation. It is a way how we can integrate with MaxLab, with A10, with any other hardware items. And this automation integration engine helps us to create a new user experience, to change the game, to change the way how the users interact with the video walls, information screens, etc. in their control rooms. So just some details about this automation engine. So generally, right now, we are capable to support all types of the interfaces which are on this market. It's API of any device. It's a ZigBee protocol for some RTX interfaces. It can be KNX protocol to your lights management and all different types of the hardware in your control room environment. We are providing the interface builder which allow you to create the simple interfaces, and we are open for a nice designer story interface which you can build for your customer. And now we are opening a whole new area of the different types of the interfaces which you can use for the control room. Before it was just like keyboard and mouse, the software solutions. You open browser, the keyboard and mouse, you drag and drop sources, you control them, you change the layouts and do all these interesting stories with video walls. Now you can do all the same with touch, using the tablet, kiosk, wall-mounted plate, your smartphone, anything related to the touch. Now you can do the same with voice. You can ask, show me the weather today, and it will come to the video wall. And finally, last but not least, a real game changer is pushing the video walls, information screens, to the virtual reality. Now it is possible to actually work with data from video walls just by putting on the goggles. VR goggles, VR headset here, and you see perfectly what's happening on your video walls. You don't need to come out of your room and come to the control room. You just can sit here if you're a big boss, of course. You can sit here, just put on headset, and you can perfectly work with all the data. That's a game changer. That's what's changed, and that's what nobody else on the market provides. If you add it to your bill of material, to your project, control room project, and if customer likes it, you won. So the project is yours. That's how you can really change the game in the control room business which you have, and go forward. So some story behind. Behind is a Node-RED, which is the IBM platform for the node-based programming. That's a script backend for the big interface. You see, not a single part of code. It's an engineer, not a coder. So very easy, very simple to set up. You can really make it working after some time of training and simple combination of the different blocks. That's it. Then we have a lot of API commands which you can use to create the customer experience. It's not just launch the layout. It can be generate a source, place a source, what you have in your repository. So now it is possible to provide really flexible interfaces using the Polywall API. All types of the infrastructure you can now put under control. Usually you just have, like, I don't know, like Crestron story for lights and video wall on off, and then some interface for the operator to change the layouts and to work with this information. Now it's possible to do all of them from the one interface under Polywall. These are samples of the interfaces which are created inside our dashboard builder. So that tool is provided together with Polywall, and you can do these kind of interfaces on the go. Just when you deploy the project, when you make POC, you can create several interfaces for user, not just complex supervisor interface to manage the data, to manage the sources, but also some simplified for simple operator. This operator only can switch layouts. Okay, give him 4 buttons. Why he need a complex interface? Why you need to train him? No, just give him 4 buttons. He will switch layout 1, layout 2, layout 3, that's it. That type of interaction with the control room environment is something which you can expect from the AV VRP vendors like Crestron, but not from the software. And Polywall now unifies all of this. And these are also different types of the softwares, like this interface on the left side is something which we call presenter in your smartphone. So this story you can use to actually run the show like this one by having your own smartphone in your hand. You make the slide change, you see what's happening on the screen behind inside the interface. By the way, all of it you can see in the hands-on area. Please come. Today, tomorrow, we are open to showcase all of it, everything what we show today. So these types of interfaces you can build on the go. They're different in design, but what unifies all of them, they're created on the Polywall automation, and there is no any other tools required for that. And that is something which nobody have on the market. It's hardware monitoring. Put it on your technical request, and nobody can compete. Yeah, you won the project. These kind of features you can build for your control room projects. It's just several examples, but you can build actually any type of the interesting options, put them on the technical request, and win the competition, change the game. Don't allow anybody to come in and ruin your profits and your projects. Something new, something which before we were not providing, something which you can do it already today. First of all, it's a voice control. There are 2 types of the voice control, different for different projects. For Experience Center, You can take the Amazon or Google box, which will work online, which will recognize your speech when you say, Alexa, show me the weather. And it will run your layouts or do some job for the video wall. It's a great story for experience centers, not very good for mission control or for the closed on-premise complex environments. For the on-premise, you go with offline voice control, which is again available, but here you need to push the button. You push the button, say, show me weather, and it will go. Any language acceptable. Both of them are available, and again, you can check them below on the first floor, how it works, what's the difference. So that is, again, something which you can put on the tender documentation and make sure that you win this deal. Last but not least is pushing the content from your video walls to the virtual reality. It's generally very simple. You have the screens, and the stream from the screens, live stream, high quality stream, comes to the video wall image inside the virtual reality. And putting on headset, you can actually see the data, you can work with it, and you can interact with it. It's good for only several users, not really widely available. First of all, first user is a chief of operation, GM, general manager. He wants to work with data. He wants to see what is on his video walls. What is a KPI today? What is a main dashboard signs? So what he can do, sitting in his office, he can just put on the headset and see multiple video walls, workstation, information screens in one virtual reality space. Quickly navigate, check the data, and continue working. He don't need to come out, go to another building, to the NOC center or a KPI center to see it. No, just sit here. Same work for the head of department, just like you gave the project with video wall for the, I don't know, operation center. And there is a head of this operation center who sits in another building. And for that head of operation center, you can provide the VR interface. It's a feature which will help him to always be aware about what's happening in his premises. And the guests, you should impress them. Give them VR goggles, showcase infrastructure, do not let him come inside your control room. That's how we work. Okay, all of this you can see in a hands-on area. Today, tomorrow, please come to us, please ask questions, please put this stuff on your head and try this control room inside the virtual reality. That's great stuff, really. And later, ask Danilo to bring this to your customers, or bring your customers to Danilo and showcase them. You sold VR, you sold Polywall, deal is yours. Oh, really? This is how to change the game. Just sell unique features. And now it's possible with Polywall. Some complex slide about how to work with us, what we can do for you. Danilo, maybe you can tell more about this, how to properly use Polywall in the business.
Não, então, exatamente. Então, o que o Ivan está falando, a gente vai ter lá embaixo. Então, tudo que a gente mostrou do VR, a gente está com o VR lá embaixo. Então, quem quiser realmente colocar o óculos e testar toda essa feature de ter essa imersão de como você estará num ambiente de videowall, a gente vai estar com o videowall montado, só que a gente tem outro ambiente maior, com mais videowalls que a gente vai poder mostrar ali para vocês. Então, já está tudo mostrado lá embaixo. A gente quer deixar colocado aqui também que a gente consegue ajudar vocês com todo o suporte do desenho necessário para poder fazer um projeto desse. Então, se vocês tiverem um cliente interessado em videowall, traz para a gente consegue desenhar, eu consigo desenhar, o Daniel, que também está lá embaixo, que vai ajudar junto na apresentação, também é um expert nas soluções no Polywall, também já está conhecendo bastante. A gente consegue ajudar vocês e até o cliente. A gente tem nosso centro de experiência aqui, então a gente tem um Experience Center aqui em São Paulo também, para que vocês levem o cliente lá dentro. A gente vai ter, já saindo daqui, a gente já vai montar lá a parte do VR também. E aí, colocando uma diferença dessa, é onde você ganha o projeto. Por quê? Software de sala de controle e tudo mais, software de visual, existem vários. Só como a gente se mostra diferente e realmente mostra uma coisa que vai funcionar para o cliente. Colocando e adicionando esses valores. Porque senão o cara vai pegar lá e falar, eu vou usar um NVIDIA da vida, eu vou usar qualquer outra coisa, ou um software mais simples. Se a gente coloca isso aqui, o projeto é seu. Por quê? Tudo isso aqui que a gente está mostrando, nenhum outro dos concorrentes tem. Então, eles não vão ter a parte de criar um botão único ali para poder chamar um cenário. Eles não vão ter o voice command também. Então, se o cara quiser chamar um cenário com voz, ele não vai conseguir fazer. Ele não tem essa parte do VR. Então, tudo isso que a gente conseguir adicionar dentro de um projeto, cara, a chance do projeto ir para você é 99%. Então, é isso que a gente quer mostrar e isso que a gente quer colocar aqui, se deixar à disposição sempre. Então, eu, Daniel, o Ivan consegue também estar sempre ali com a gente tem, literalmente, we talk almost the whole day, every day. Então, a gente fala todo dia, o dia inteiro. Então, a gente tem um contato muito próximo com a fábrica. Então, vocês trazendo o projeto, a gente, como Wave Hub, a gente leva também para dentro da fábrica, demonstra, coloca para o pessoal e a gente consegue colocar. E a gente pode ir junto com vocês para poder colocar os clientes. A gente consegue fazer demos também, que a gente faz isso muito. Então, a gente não precisa ir até o cliente. A gente pode colocar o cliente dentro de um Zoom da vida e lá ele vai conseguir ter toda a experiência do Polywall. Por quê? A gente consegue demonstrar toda a interface, como o Polywall é usado, e a gente consegue, pela câmera, a gente tem uma câmera dentro do nosso escritório que mostra o videowall. Então, o cliente vai ver exatamente, quando a gente faz um drag and drop, como o videowall está se comportando. Então, a gente consegue fazer isso aí, a gente deixa isso aberto, convite a todo mundo nos visitar и também visitar lá embaixo, que a gente montou toda a solução. Então, valeu, galera, obrigado aí, foi um evento incrível.
Большое спасибо.